Hello, and welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to be showing you the 8bitdo wireless controller for the Sega Genesis or Mega Drive, depending on what you have. And I finally decided to pick one up. I've had other Genesis controllers that I've been trying to use from Hyperkin, and the D-pad is kind of junky, so I've been a little disappointed with that one. I do own SNES controllers by 8bitdo. I have no idea how to pronounce their name, but I do own SNES controllers by the same company, and I love them. They're great. They're holding up well, so I decided, hey, I might as well just get the Genesis one. So let's have a look at it here. 2.4 wireless gamepad. So it does have the receiver, gamepad, cable, and manual is what it says. And I don't have an actual Genesis or Mega Drive, so I'm going to be plugging this up into my Retron 5, which is what I usually play a lot of my retro games on. Mostly just because I have limited space, and that system plays a lot of the retro games. But it says it works for the Genesis and the Mega Drive, so if you have the European version, it should work also. And the dongle is the Genesis dongle, so it will also work with the Retron 5, which is what I'm going to use it on. So let's jump right into this box. And see what we've got here. As I bump the camera. Alright, nothing else in there. So it does have the little charging cable. And here is the dongle. So it is indeed a Genesis dongle. And it looks like it does have a little indicator light of sorts on it. Here is the gamepad. And there were instructions in here, but I mean, who actually reads the instructions? And let's take a look at it though. Probably very simple instructions, and yeah, just tells you what all the buttons are, how to do a wireless connection, and a wired connection also. Looks like it works on PC with a wired connection. And there's turbo too. And the battery works in power saving mode. All right. Let's look at the actual controller here. So, already some schmutz on it. Look at that. It just rubs off, but yeah. It feels very light. Pretty light controller, so holding it, it feels pretty comfortable to hold actually. It's a 6-button Genesis controller. Shoulder buttons on top. D-pad doesn't feel too bad actually. That's the problem I've been having with other controllers, so we'll see how that one works. Start button, and then it looks like there's a bunch of other buttons here. Not sure what they do yet. Probably for select or menus and such. Charging port is at the top, and that is about it. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna plug this in and charge this up a little bit, and then I'm gonna connect it to my Retron 5, and we're gonna check out some games and see how it goes. Okay, so I play tested this 8bitdo Genesis controller with a couple of games, and we'll just jump right in. I pre-recorded all of this so I can talk and give you my thoughts without getting distracted. So here we go. All right, first things first. When I connected the controller to the dongle, I didn't have any issues with it. It paired right away, recognized it right away. Seamless, flawless, no issues at all. All right, on to a couple of the games that I play tested this controller with. So the first game I fired up was Sonic the Hedgehog, and that is a platforming game. And you all know in platforming games, you need to have precision in a platforming game. So as I was playing through it, I was messing with the D-pad, rolling around on it, pushing the buttons and stuff, making sure he was jumping. So I did not have any issues controlling Sonic, making him jump, making him walk, duck, you know, that kind of thing. So playing through that first level, it went pretty smoothly. Did not have any issues. I did not notice any input lag at all. So when I was pushing the button, he was jumping, or when I was moving left and right, he was moving. So that first game there with the platforming game with Sonic, I didn't have any issues with it at all. So pretty good right out of the gate so far. Okay, the next game that I tested out was Streets of Rage, and that is a beat 'em up game. And this is another game where you need absolute precision, and you definitely don't want input lag, or you're gonna lose your health or die. So as I was playing through this game, my character was controlling just fine with the D-pad. I didn't have any issues with controlling his movement. Up, down, left, right was working just fine. All the buttons that I needed to use to jump, to punch and kick were working just fine. And as you know, you kind of just mash buttons when you play beat 'em up. So I was mashing those buttons pretty well, and it was getting the job done. It was beating up all those other characters. So what can I say? I mean, with Streets of Rage, I didn't have any issues with it. The controller input was fine. Pretty good. So overall, what do I think of this 8bitdo Genesis controller? I would recommend this controller. If you are looking for a controller that is wireless, I would recommend this controller. It was easy to pair. There was no noticeable lag. It was comfortable to hold. It's very light, so you can sit there and play for it for a little while, which I was actually doing. I was playing quite a few rounds of Streets of Rage, and I didn't want to put it down. I was having a lot of fun playing through it. So that should say a lot about this controller, that if I don't even notice anything wrong with it or having issues with it, and it makes me want to play the game, keep on going on through it, then I would say that's a win in my book. So this controller definitely gets the job done. If you're looking for a wireless controller, again, I would recommend this controller. I'm very happy with my purchase, and I'm going to be purchasing a second one because I only have one right now. So I will definitely be picking up another one. Very happy with my purchase. All right, that wraps up this video. Let me know your thoughts on this video, if you have this controller or other controllers by 8bitdo, and what you think of their products. Be sure to check out my other videos. Thanks for watching, and have a good one. Hey, thanks for checking out my video. If you enjoyed it or found it helpful, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to my channel. You can also find me on Twitter and Instagram at GenialGamerGal. Also, be sure to check out other gaming videos on my channel, including collections, pickups, unboxings, reviews, and news. I'll see you in the next one.